lights.
Here we go now. The 5 lights are on, and the French Grand Prix is underway. Freeman leads the way going into turn 1, covering the inside line already. And there's an AlphaTauri, I believe. Is that Crispy taking the lead going into turn 1?
Taking the lead.
Oh, he takes the lead out of Freeman going into the first corner, and he takes the lead. Freeman fights back his teammate. It looks like there's a Williams sitting in P3. Everything is happening here in this Grand Prix, and there's a couple of battles going on here in the first sector. No shenanigans in the first lap. No one's off. I believe they got through the first lap unscathed, but it looks like Crispy leads the way, and what a great first sector for the AlphaTauri. Can he maintain this lead into the next few laps?
What a great start though, straight down the outside at turn 1, and he was ahead by the time they got to turn 2. Absolute dream start for the AlphaTauri there.
What a dream start there. I'm turning on the leaderboard. That's why you couldn't see the positions here. But here we go. Crispy leads ahead of Freeman, Jamham, and then Mitzi. Roller in P5, in P6 is UK Beast Assassin. And you see here, going into turn 11. Is that Ham trying to get the position? Let's just go on board now. He takes the position away from the Haas of UK Beast Assassin. Everything is happening here in this Grand Prix. I knew that overtakes would happen going into turn 11, and it certainly did as we go now into the second lap. And everyone behaving very well through the first lap.
Oh, what? Oh, B-Dunk up the inside. He's got contact there with Merckx. Right into the final corner. B-Dunk's made up 6 positions on this first lap on his fresh set of softs, so he's already put them to good use. He tried it up the inside of Merckx, right into the final corner, but Merckx just didn't really give him the room as he's entitled to do there. Did not expect to see B-Dunk try it there. Hamjam has not had a good first lap. He's lost 2 positions. He'd lost 3 before he just quickly gained 1 back on UK Beast Assassin, who's up 1. Race Roll's had a good start. He's up 2, as has Jamham. But Para quits down in P17, had a really poor start, lost 5 positions.
Oh, look at his mate. Looks like Merckx is going to go through in ahead of B-Dunk and up into P8. B-Dunk is certainly going to fight back. He is on the quicker compound, I believe, as they go into turn 8. He is on a set of softs. You see there up into P8 he goes, and taking the position away from him, though those red striped tires are going to certainly be a lot quicker here in this lap. And if you start on the mediums, you're certainly going to go for a 1-stop. But if you start on the softs, those drivers should be expecting at least a 2-stop strategy here in today's race. But here you go. Crispy still leads the way ahead of Freeman. Jamham, the championship leader, is sitting in P3, so that should be a good position to be in. He is in the podium positions. Mitzi is in 4th
But
place.
Bez is round right at the back of the field. I don't know what's happened there, whether he's made contact, but he's round.
Wow, that's a shame for the Racing Point team not having the best of Grand Prix here in the first 2 laps. So going into the 3rd lap, it's gonna be cool. This one looks like the man sitting in 4th place is gonna take the fastest lap. That being Mitzi.
VR trying to get around the outside of Smoke into turn 1, wheel to wheel. VR around the outside now, turns to the inside, has to go off the track, and Smoke keeps the position. Now VR's under threat from Rando, who goes straight past him. VR's going to try it at the inside, as he no. Rando takes the position, so VR, when trying to make a move on Smoke, has lost out. He's lost a position to Rando, so he almost loses positions by trying it here. It's just completely sort of out of shape. Couldn't really get the move done on Smoke. He's dropping back here.
Oh, and look at this. I believe there's going to be a little move for the lead. Freeman's going to retake the lead. He retakes the lead. And ahead of Crispy he goes now. He retakes the position that he started. But on board now with Crispy. Can he take it back? He's going very quickly indeed. Look at the straight line speed that the AlphaTauri has. He's going to stick on the outside. Try to get a position going into the next corner. He is on the outside. The outside line is going to still be on the outside as they go through turn 11. And it goes side by side, wheel to wheel action here. No touching. As you can clearly see how close they are and how clean those drivers are. Very good racing here.
Wow. It's a great move by Freeman, and he got just the line he needed going into that right-hander, didn't he? He needed to get that inside line, and he needed to kind of get his car in front of Crispy, because Crispy would have had the outside, but sweeping in to turn it into the inside for the following corner. Really crucial that Freeman got the move done there. He's trying to stretch his legs now, I'd imagine.
Wow, wow, wow. AlphaTauri team, the team who are leading the constructor standings, are certainly gonna improve on that lead if they continue like this for the rest of the race. Rolla puts on the fastest lap, and as Jamham fights with both the AlphaTauris there, and a time penalty being thrown already to B-Dunk and VR, the Southerners sitting in P18. And Hoopalicious, the Ferrari team, not having the best of Grand Prix starts. But Hoopalicious, who's fighting for the championship lead, sitting out of the points. That's not good for Hoopalicious. If you want anything good happening to him here in this race, and if he wants to fight for the championship, he needs to step up his game. And looks like Crispy is on the back of Freeman again. So those two, I believe, are going to be fighting for the rest of this Grand Prix. They're pretty matched in pace. And Freeman looking to take a Grand Prix win. That should be a very good one. And, well, let's see if he can maintain that. For now, the top 10 are Freeman, Crispy, Jamham. Oh, there's a yellow flag.
Rando and Smoke going wheel to wheel on the same corner that Freeman and Crispy battled. Smoke holds it on the outside though. Now Rando has got VR right on the back of him. And
Wow.
Smoke, yeah, just keeps the position and goes off the track. Actually, there might have been a warning, only just went off, but he did go. Yeah, so Smoke just about holding on to P12 at the minute. He's dropped out of DRS of Nicky, so Smoke could well be under threat here on the straights. VR's had a really good exit right on the back of Rando. So yeah, Smoke could be in trouble on the next straight.
Oh yeah, those two fighting for P13 as if they were fighting for their lives here. Amazing stuff. B-Dunk, the only driver on a set of softs. And you see a lot of drivers who started on the hards down to the back of the grid. Kevin GT getting a time penalty. We should be seeing a lot of those ones, especially here in France with those flat curves. And I do believe that staying on track and within the track limits, it's going to be a very big challenge itself. Let's take a look here. Is that a car going backwards? I believe that's... Oh, I don't think it's...
Yeah, there was some sort of... I had the same thing. It said something that went down to P20, but no, he's still in P18. It's just some sort of connection issue there. But he seems to be okay. Keep an eye on it, but it doesn't seem like he's lagging too badly. Keep an eye on it.
Yeah, I surely will. And you see here, the DRS is activated. And now as I believe he went back. Or hopefully she's making up a position in P14. But anyways, you see here, oh, those two are battling here. Yeah,
yeah, he's got him.
Oh, look
at him on the inside. Yeah, Hoop's done him.
Hoopalicious carving through the field. Amazing stuff by the Ferrari driver here, looking to make big points. And with him sitting in second in the championship standings, looks like he's a very quick driver, but the Mercedes right behind him, trying to get the position. VR46.
Got him on exit.
Oh, look at this. VR46 going backwards here in today's race. Let me just take a look at one thing here that I want to see. P9, P7. You see... oh, I can't see. He's not showing us, so oh, it's okay. The man in P18, what? Who's that?
P18 is Ghost Colts in the McLaren.
Okay, do you know... could you tell me his race number? I wonder if I can...
His race number is 24, I think? Hold on, you have to... let me just check this again. I'm waiting for the camera to give me a better angle.
No worries, mate. Take your time. I'll see if I can...
24, it looks like.
Looks like it's a 24, and as they go...
no, 29, sorry. It is 29, this guy's called.
29, awesome. It looks like the back runners are involved in a lot of action here. Look at this, Ferrari versus Red Bull versus the Racing Point. It looks like Hoopalicious. When I say carving through the field, I mean it. This man is on another league in today's race. Smoke is on the back of him as well, and the Red Bull driver is gonna fall backwards, and it looks like Drad is gonna have a look at him as well.
Oh, VR's round in the third sector. He's he's not hit the wall, but he's off, and he's now going to be in last place. He's just been passed by Bezzers. So VR's had an off. Not quite sure what has happened there.
Yeah, VR has had a race to forget here in the first 7 laps. Of course, only 7 laps into 27 laps of this Grand Prix, so we should be expecting a lot of action. As Hoopalicious picking up the fastest lap. Reminds me of Lewis Hamilton.
On the hards.
Yeah, on the hard. He is on a hard, so he is an alternative strategy. And is that a sign that the mediums might be a little bit slower than the hards, or is that just Hoopalicious being an absolute freak of nature?
Bit of both. He is absolutely rapid, but he's yeah. I don't know. Maybe it's getting to a point where the hards are really starting to sort of bed in a little bit. But, I think maybe it's just combined with the fact that he's very quick. But Crispy is keeping Freeman very honest, isn't he? He's not letting him get away.
Indeed, indeed. You see the pace that he has. A lot of things happening there at the back. I wonder if that's just the F1 game glitching a little bit. But anyways, you see a yellow flag, and I wonder what that is. Looks like it's nothing, just like in real life. Random yellow flags being waved. And well, here we go. Here we go now with the Williams. Looks like, oh look, there's a battle here going on at the back. Is that
yeah, I think Rado's ahead of that little train, isn't he, at the back of the grid?
Oh yeah, that's just Smoke and Rando tangling there, fighting for P14 alongside Drad. Drad is really fighting people here today. He's really looking to show up on stream, and he's doing a very good job in doing so. Look at this, going into turn 1. Alpha versus Racing Point. Who's going to take the position? It's going to be a battle for P15, and it's going to be Paraquix, I believe, up into P15 ahead of Smoke. Oh. And there's a retirement.
In the pits. He's retired in the pits.
VR46 had enough and gave up on today's race. You see Bez. Beza's not having the best of Grand Prix as well. My dad is playing the trumpet. I wonder if you can hear him in the stream.
Yeah, we can hear. Oh, UK Beast Assassin. He's gone past B-Dunk. He's done him right at the end of the DRS straight. B-Dunk's soft tyre is really starting to go off now. I think he's probably might start falling back a little bit, but he's gained 7 positions. He's still right on the back of UK Beast Assassin, and he can stick in his DRS. It might help him out a little bit, but he might struggle to do that in the third sector if his tyres are starting to fall off.
Yes, indeed. And look at the gap between the top two. It's getting closer. It is getting closer. And, well, I hope my dad playing the trumpet in the background is not annoying anybody or making the stream worse. But anyways, Freeman still leads ahead of Crispy, Jamham, and then his teammate Midzi in P4. Very good for the AlphaTauri to maintain.
B-Dunk into the pits.
B-Dunk, the first driver to come into the pits. We are expecting him to come into the pits earlier than everyone else, of course. Him being the first of the soft runners, the only driver who started on a set of softs. So that's very, very good. Is to see him like now changing his tires, putting on a set of hards. Les says my dad is playing the trumpet. Amazing, indeed, indeed. Tell me another streamer that you're gonna listen to his dad playing the trumpet as he commentates. That's unique, and that's what I want to bring to SLR. What's wrong with me today?
I think it's brilliant. It's very
little soundtrack.
Tune. Yeah, it's a lovely tune coming from that trumpet.
Oh,
big fan. I'm sure.
That's awesome.
Pie face would be jealous. Not sure if anyone. Some people will get that. Yeah. That's fine.
Yes, indeed. Just like Drive to Survive, a little soundtrack in the background, drama, over dramatizing everything. Love it. Could we see a Drive to Survive here
so.
Of the here in Summits?
Yeah.
Imagine how cool would that be.
Oh, imagine that. I think that'd be brilliant. There you go.
Does this
Love a
car
tune.
going slowly? Is that B-Dunk?
Yeah.
I think it is.
Wait.
Yellow flags in the second sector. I think it is.
He obviously is just coming out of the pits, hasn't he? So obviously he's going to be in last place. I don't know if he's gone slow or anything.
Oh, yeah.
That is a serious tune coming from that trumpet. That's incredible. That is some serious skill.
Yeah, he's got skills. But anyways, Paraquix comes into the pits. Let's talk real stuff here. Oh, he comes into the pits. He's on a set of
medium runner in
mediums.
the pits. Has he got damage?
I wonder if he got damage or if he's just trying to undercut the rest of the pack.
Yeah. What tyres is he going on to? Is he on the hards?
He's on a mediums. He's going to the hards.
Yeah, so he's going on to hards now. So he's committed to the one stop. I'm pretty sure he's just trying to undercut people.
Oh yeah. Amico or Amico, whatever however you pronounce their name. It's the French crowd, obviously. Oh, that's fantastic. That's fantastic. We're really getting into this, and being very immersive. Freeman, wow, how is he with well, no disrespect to all the other drivers, but sorry, no disrespect to Freeman, but after losing the position in quali, into the first lap, sorry, but he lost the position. He's gaining it back and maintaining that first place. The pressure must be out of this world as Midzi gets a time penalty.
Do you know what's really interesting as well is that Freeman's really like not under a huge amount of pressure. I mean, Crispy's staying well within his DRS, but look at Freeman's ERS. It's going to be almost 100%. It's almost 95% as he runs the final corner. So he's not using his ERS, whereas Midzi, Midzi's in the Midzi's trying the undercut. He's in the pits. But Crispy, he's on 20% ERS. So he's really trying to have to burn the ERS to stay with Freeman. And Freeman's not using it. He's just doing his own thing. But he might have to now, because Midzi's trying the undercut. A lot of people in the pits, actually.
Oh, crazy scenes. Yeah, as you see, Midzi, the Renault there of Nikki. It's not Nico, it's Nikki. Nikki into the pits. You see Beast Assassin into the pits as well. You see here the drivers who came into the pits. As Owen Howell said, the pit window is open indeed. You see Williams going past. That's B-Dunk. He is on a fresh set of hearts. He's going to jump the Haas, but of course the Haas is going to be a lot quicker than the Williams because he's on brand new fresh fall of hearts as they fight through the first sector here, and it looks like the Haas is going to come out on top, ladies and gentlemen. So now, as you see, Owen Howell said, pit window is open now. It opens around lap 10, and that's called with another time penalty here, number 29.
Yeah, he's just picked up a 3-second time penalty. It's just like Jamham's ERS, he's on about 90% as well. Right at the back of Crispy. Freeman has used a bit of ERS this lap. I'd imagine he's going to come in to try and cover off Midzi. Crispy's definitely going to come in, I'd imagine. He does come in. Jamham stays out. Freeman comes in. Race Roller comes in. Ham Jam comes in. So Jamham got clear air. He's staying out. I hope he doesn't regret that decision because the guys are going to be on fresh tyres. Maybe they'll hold each other up or something, but he's trying the overcut. That's
going to be a good one. I want to look at this Freeman just being held in the pits just a little bit. I wonder if that was
Let's see where Midzi is now. Where's Midzi going to come out in relation to Freeman?
Did he manage to jump the pack? Of course, pitting earlier means he's going to have the whole pit lane to himself. And it looks like the pit window is now open.
No, he can't. He's exactly where he was before.
Oh, that's amazing here. That's amazing. Looks like they maintain this, but look, there's the AlphaTauri, Freeman, Crispy, and Midzi, Crispy. You see the resemblance there. But both the AlphaTauris are gonna be with each other. Looks like Midzi is gonna have the help of the DRS, the drag reduction system. I believe it's gonna help him to get into the back of that car. And there's a battle going on here as well. It looks like it's Ham Jam. Or is it Ham Jam in P10? It is.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Moving
He's
past.
done Bezos.
Oh, moving.
Bezos is on the old hards. He's yet to stop.
Owen Howell says Matt's dad has balls. Well, that's I said bars, and it sounded like other things, but let me just shut up for a minute and concentrate on what's happening here. The front looks like the race leader is coming into the pits. Jamham is gonna try to put on a brand new set of softs. He's gonna try to go now into the transition for the set of hards, the white striped tires.
Yeah, is he gonna get the overcut done? He's tried it, hasn't he? I hope he's not gonna lose out too much because these guys now would have been on the hards for 1 or 2 laps. They'll be pretty much up to temperature. Where is Jamham gonna come out? He's right at the pit exit now. Oh, he's almost got the
as they
overcut.
go into turn 1, it looks like Freeman's got him. Freeman's got him in the pits, and it looks like even though well, who's now? Let me just look here. It's a little bit complicated here.
He's definitely overcut Crispy.
Yeah, Jam.
I can't remember if he was in front of Midzi or not, but he's definitely now in net P2, and he's right behind Freeman.
Well, that's amazing. That's amazing.
Great position here.
Jam, just It worked. It worked, and well, he's doing a fantastic job now. He's sitting in second in the. He's sitting in P5 at the moment, but that's I believe Nat P2. So this is a very, very interesting position to be in, especially at this part of the race, because well, the car ahead of you is gonna just deploy all of his energy, and you can just save energy and deploy everything in the latest stages of the Grand Prix. But well, it's certainly been an interesting Grand Prix. Only 3 drivers yet to pit. And number 29 is Ghost Coat. I'll see if I can change his name. If you could commentate while I do that.
Yeah,
that'd be lovely.
that's okay. Yeah, well, a credit to Jamham. I mean, he needs to really stick with Freeman. Freeman's trying to stretch his legs as much as he can. He's trying to put a second between him and Jam, so Jam can't get any DRS. They've both got exactly the same ERS as things stand. And Jam is really trying to stick with Freeman here. It's pretty race critical, actually, that he does that. But credit to Jam, sorry. I was going to say, credit to him. It's not very often that you get to, you see an overcut that actually works in this game.
Oh, look at this. I'm just looking here, and it looks like it worked. It worked indeed, and now you can see that Coach's name is right. It looks like all the names are perfectly fine. And the stream is better than ever. Thank you very much, guys, for being here. 33 viewers. And with my dad playing his trumpet in the background, we go through the 14th lap of this Grand Prix, which is, well, kind of like the... It's kind of...
Beast Assassin right at the back of Bezzers now for P10. Bezzers on the old hards. He's not really going to fight this, I don't think. No, he's not. Beast is gone. He's got him.
He's got him no help of DRS. The DRS train is certainly going to be a thing here in the French Grand Prix. You see another move here. I believe that is Nicky losing a position to the Red Bull driver there right ahead of him. And you see the gap's pretty close indeed. We should be expecting Hoopalicious, Drad.
Oh, Bezzers trying it back. Sorry to interrupt Bezzers. It looked like Bezzers went to the inside, dummy did, when they went to the outside, trying to get UK Beast Assassin there. Sorry, but it was... nothing he could do about it. Beast had him covered.
Oh, yes, indeed. Look at this. Everyone on a set of hards. That's amazing. There's not one single driver who's not on the white strap tires. Some of those drivers started on the hards. Some of those drivers pitted for the hards. But it looks like only the top 3 are yet to pit. I wonder if a safety car could possibly... change things up here. As you see him, the Racing Point having a look on the Haas there. He's fighting for P10, fighting for the point positions. Of course, the top 3 haven't pitted, so this could be a fight for some interesting points, I would say. Night Renga says the Titanic music when someone crashes as well. Well, that would be lovely, wouldn't it?
Titanic music.
Oh, imagine.
Something we'll have to look into.
Yeah, certainly. That would be a good one.
Especially if it's on the trumpet.
Oh yeah, the trumpet. Very.
That trumpet's going to become pretty famous, you know.
Oh, I'm gonna ask my dad to play the trumpet every single time I go live. So I think you guys are gonna enjoy that. Anyways, look, there's another battle happening here for P12.
Nikki
and Bez.
Bez is going wheel to wheel, yeah.
Wow, Bez wheel to wheel. As I go through turn 11, it looks like Nicky's gonna try to go the way around the outside. He's gonna get the position with the better line.
Great move.
And up into 12. Wow. Looks like
Bez,
as Bez fights another driver. Looks like Bez is he wants to appear on the stream, doesn't he? And he loses the position there to the Williams of B Dunk, who's moving up some places as well. And you see here now the driver's coming into the pits.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, the guys who were on the hards, who started on the hards, are now coming in for the mediums. So they're gonna really try and use their tyres to the best of their ability. Hoopalicious is one to watch out for. He's the leaders of those guys that started on the hards. He's going to feed back into P11. Don't think he'll stay there for too long, though. In front of him is B-Dunk. He's on 7-lap-old hards. So my bet is Hoopalicious to get some decent points here. But we'll see what he can do in the 11 laps remaining. There's a racing point in the pits. Bezos has retired in the pits.
Well, another retirement in the pits. No retirements on track, so that only shows you guys how SLR works here. It's simply amazing. The standards of of the racecraft here. I see a battle going on here as well. Looks like the Alphas are under pressure. You see,
Wow.
well, let's see. Both of them. Crispy is gonna be under pressure now. His teammate is gonna try to put on the inside, going into the next corner. He's gonna take the position. No team fights here, and I wonder if that was orchestrated. He moves up to third. That's Midzi, and no contact between those two. Very clean move. I wonder if the fact that they're on the same team, that means that they're gonna. Yeah, I think that
it would make sense, wouldn't it, to sort of work together? I think as well as that, Middy has a time penalty, so it's not really like he's got much to lose at the minute. He might as well just try and go for it and try and disrupt some of the guys in front, because even if he does finish in P3 on track, if Crispy stays where he is now, he's going to get that P3 back due to Middy's time penalty.
Oh yeah. Oh, and Halo says that's only in elite. And Leah says, yeah, you haven't seen the other division, so it looks like not a good reputation of the other divisions here in SLR. A little bit SLR. Wait, what's happening?
Hoopalicious is on one. Hoopalicious is a man possessed at the minute. He's made 2 positions in 1 lap on his fresh mediums. He's hit the back of Mercs. He's got no damage. Luckily, I thought he had damaged his front wing then, but he's not.
Yeah, keep an eye on those drivers. Hopalicious, Drad, and then Colt. All those drivers are going to be in a set of mediums. They're going to be flying at those later stages of this race. And you see him there on the back of the Red Bull driver there, of Mercs. He's going to certainly go on the inside. He could go for 2 moves at once. And there's no way he's gonna go for that. He's gonna take the position away from the Red Bull driver. Can he make that 2? There's no way he can do that. I say that, but hoping that he can. Look at this UK Beast Assassin under pressure. Can he have a go on the inside? Go now on bar with Hopalicious. He's going very quickly indeed. Look at the grip that those tires have as he closes in on this Man sitting in P7. This is lap 17, 10 laps to go of this Grand Prix. Look how quickly he's going here. A little bit of a delay on the Halo, but he's going wide. Can he get the move into the last corner? Down the inside he goes. UK Beast Assassin going very wide indeed. Very unsteady coming out of the last corner, and surely now he's gonna move up to 7th place and take the position away from him with the DRS. Nothing that the house driver could do.
Hoopalicious is looking really good on these mediums. 7 points would be pretty good for him getting where he started. So not 7 points, well, P7 would be pretty good for him to where he started, but I think he's going to have his eyes try and get on the top 6 now. He's got a 6.4 second gap to find, really, and he's going to try and not bring the cars behind him with him, really. I think he's going to just try and get as far away as he can and as close to the top 6 as possible, because they're all very much bunched up. I think it's just a bit of a game of cat and mouse, actually, Matt, at the minute, with the guys in the top sort of 3, 4. Freeman and Jam just sort of keeping each other honest and not really doing anything about it. It's just sort of a bit of a procession at the minute.
Indeed. Lap 18 out of 27. So you see there the pit exit message is still there for some odd reason, but yeah, hopefully in a couple of laps that's gonna disappear. You see the intervals between those drivers. The DRS trade is very much happening here in today's race, and now that all of the drivers have pitted, I think that's the perfect time to go on and show you the driver standings here. And you see here Jam Ham is on the top of the standings with a 139 points. Superlish is on 121. Midzi 112. So Midzi is fighting for good points here, and that's interesting to see, because if you take a look here, the battle between those two are not only for position and battling for 2nd place. This is also a battle for good points in the championship. In the championship standings, and if Jamham manages to beat Midzi and beat Hoopalicious, he's gonna extend his championship lead, and well, that should be very interesting.
Yeah, it should be. Just quickly, Hoopalicious has set the fastest lap of the race, and within the space of 1 lap, he's taken 1.5 seconds out of Ham Jam and put 2.2 seconds on UK Beast Assassin. So he is absolutely flying in that Ferrari.
Oh, he's flying. Look at this. The DRS train is starting to... Well, like I said before, it was starting to come alive, but I believe now from P1 to P6 we do have a train of cars, and it looked like Looks like there's a battle going on here. Freeman's under pressure here. Ladies and gentlemen, the battle for the lead of the French Grand Prix. Who's going to take victory here? This should be a very good one. He's close in, not close enough. And out of the top 6, the only driver who doesn't have DRS is gonna be Freeman. ABR Freeman is gonna be certainly under pressure. And well, I wonder if Jamaham, who's sitting in P2, is there because of the pace, or is he just being a little bit cheeky and just waiting, like, well, just waiting for the prey, just literally just staying there, and hopefully in a couple of laps time go for the attack.
I don't think that people can actually get close to Freeman, if I'm honest, at the minute. I mean, maybe they're not putting all their sort of effort into it right now, just trying to stay with him. But I just looked at the final corner then. His exit is incredible. The speed that he gets from his exit, and he's almost got a second gap to Jam. He's just going to get it back with the DRS, but Freeman's exit speed is incredible.
Indeed, indeed, and like I said before, in the earlier stages of the race, the AlphaTauri team were having a fantastic start of the Grand Prix, and it looks like they maintained that as well. So impressive stuff, indeed. And I'm looking here. Oh, Night Ranga says, "I love the song." Wow, that's I like the compliment. But anyways, back into the race, back into the serious stuff. Only 7 laps to go in this Grand Prix, and with this DRS train, just like in real life, does that mean that we're not going to be seeing too many overtakes? And does that mean that if Popalicious manages to close in the gap and getting closer to the top 6, does that mean that he's not going to be able to do anything about it if he gets there?
Tricky, yeah. He might be using all of his tyre life now just to try and get into that sort of, get to the end of that train. He's gaining a lot of time still, but he might run out of time. By the time he gets there, he might not really have a huge amount he can do. Saying that, well, there's not really. It's probably about 50% ERS combined between P3 all the way down to P7. There's hardly any ERS to play with there, so they're giving it their best, but they're kind of just stuck behind each other at the minute.
Yes, indeed. Another position change here. Looks like there's a battle here for P11. Looks like for P10, actually. Zydrad making up a position and going up into P10 here in today's Grand Prix. And, well, Freeman, you might be seeing him at the top of the timing tower there. But let me tell you something. This man here, ABR Freeman, is not, well, that's not new to him. Because exactly 1 round ago, we saw ABR Freeman taking a victory in Canada, so he's looking to win Canada, and 2 back-to-back wins would definitely move him up some places in the championship and give him that boost of confidence going into the next rounds of the championship. It looks like the battle for P11 is still on.
Yeah, it certainly is. Zydrad's done well to get into P10 considering his disappointing qualifying. He's right at the back of Merckx. He's going out the inside of Merckx just as I go on board with him. And him and Merckx going wheel to wheel, slight contact made, and Zydrad up into P9 now, making really good progress on those new mediums.
He is indeed. And look at this, down the inside of UK Beast Assassin is Zydrad. He made up 8 positions, and he's looking to make that 9 as they approach the first corner. And I don't think it's going to be a hard task indeed, as he makes the position up, and up into P8 he goes.
Yeah, it's a good drive, really good drive from Zydrad. Good recovery. Same with Hupalicious, considering where they were. That does remind me, actually, folks, those of you in the stream chat, make sure to remember to vote for your driver of the day. Get it in the stream chat now. We're not too far from the end of the race. Who do you think's had a good race so far, Matt? Who would you give it to as things stand?
I gotta give it to Freeman. I gotta give it to Freeman because starting on pole. I know I'm talking too much about him, but this man started on pole, and one thing is starting on pole position. That alone is a very hard task. But if we're talking about driver of the day, well, it's not only about the race. We can only, because today we've had qualifying and the race. So Freeman managed to get pole position, managed to maintain that first place through the rest of the race. So that alone. Well, those things are very hard to do, if you ask me. I think he's doing a fantastic job, and that's a very good job indeed. And if we had a team of the day, I would give that to the AlphaTauri. They're flying today.
I don't really. It's pretty hard to disagree with. I think Freeman's quality was immense. He was half a second clear of everyone else. And it was a brilliant time to put him on pole, and he's defended it. Apart from really the first couple of laps where Crispy managed to do him around the outside from the race start, he's been unbelievable so far as Freeman. 23 laps in. Really important just to give a bit of an honourable mention so far to Hooperlicious. He's had a fantastic drive, and he's a really worthy contender for driver of the day. He's gained 11 positions. Obviously, he had a really disappointing qualifying. He's now on the mediums, trying his best. He's only 2.8 seconds away from the lead pack. And if you take that into consideration where he started, he's a really strong contender for driver of the day. So, I mean, as is Zydrad, he's gained 9 positions as well. So, I think it's probably between Freeman and Hooperlicious at the minute. So, see what the guys in the stream chat are saying. I'll have a look at that as we keep going. But yeah, it's really tight between the two of them.
Yeah, Hooperlicious being the Iron Man of today's Grand Prix. He's done a fantastic job. He got out in Q1. That was very disappointing indeed. But fighting for first place, Freeman is close.
Look at Jamie's right behind Freeman.
Look at this.
Sorry.
He's all over the back of the McLaren driver. There's a yellow flag being thrown out there. And I believe, well, that's true. I believe that's the second sector. But all the attentions of the Grand Prix go to the top three. Not only Jamham is closing in on Freeman, but also the AlphaTauri of Midze is closing in on Jamham. So a fight for the top part of the championship between those two. And also another fight for the race win, which is very important indeed, as Cole gets a time penalty.
He's just made a move on Nicky. He's going to start up into P12 now.
Oh wow, can I see that?
Jamham is 3/10 behind Freeman. We might see a move here on this straight.
Oh, and look at the tire condition of Freeman's tires. His tires are very used indeed. So I believe Hooperlicious should be.
Look at that, yeah.
Yeah.
Not looking good, are they?
Not looking great. Not looking great indeed. But Jamham now another opportunity. Lap 24.
Exit.
Wow, lap 24 out of 27. And it looks like Midze and Crispy getting closer to each other on board now, with the AlphaTauri driver trying to jump on board with him, but also keeping an eye on the battle at the front here between those two, Freeman and Jamham, as they come very close to each other here in the latest stages of the Grand Prix. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. The tension is building up, and thank you to the 37 viewers of today's stream. Let's see how they go through this last few laps. The pressure is certainly going to be on in this part of the Grand Prix. You don't want to be feeling that pressure, but you want to be in that zone. You want to be on that tunnel vision, and you do want to bring your best here. And Jamham and Freeman, as we speak, they're gonna. The tension is going to build up, and we should be seeing those two fighting in the latest stages of the Grand Prix.
Yeah. Actually, I think maybe he's Jam going to try and conserve some ERS and really go at Freeman, or is he... He's running out of time. He's got 3 laps left. There you go. He's burning some overtake on the exit of turn 2. He's really trying to get tight to Freeman to see if he can try and make a move in this upcoming DRS straight.
Yeah, as you see here, the position changes. Hooperlicious making up 11 places, but don't count Dredd out of the situation, because this man moved up 9 positions as well. So that's a very good recovery drive by the Mercedes and by the Ferrari. As we approach the 25th lap of this Grand Prix, looks like Coach made up some 7 positions as well. So very good
Hamjam's made a move on Race Roller, the P5.
Oh, look at
Race
this.
Roller's dropped out. Race Roller's dropped out of the DRS of Crispy, so that didn't have any DRS to defend with, and Ham has got the move done, so it's P5 for the current Elite Champion. He is P5.
Yeah, B-Dunk losing a position to Colt there as well. B-Dunk not in the points, unfortunately for him. As we approach now, there's a yellow flag being waved. I wonder if that's a Ferrari. I wonder what's happening there in the middle sector. Now a green flag, everything is fine, everything's alright. We approach after Freeman crosses the line, and we're going to see the penultimate lap of the Grand Prix. Dingo Dolphin says what's going on in the background. That's basically my dad playing the trumpet. But here we go, you see here the championship standings. 139 with Jam, who pushes 131. You see the position that they are in now, and you see how important those drivers are, how important those positions are. and Freeman looking to make big points, and he's probably gonna move up to 4th at the end of this Grand Prix if he maintains this 1st place. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen, the latest stages of this race. The AlphaTauri is getting closer to each other as well, so there's everything happening in today's Grand Prix. And you see here, Hamjam and Race Roller also getting closer to each other, and it looks like we're not gonna be seeing any moves at the end of the straight.
No, it's, you know, Freeman has led so much of this race now. He's got 1 lap to go. He's going to be gutted if he loses it now. But it looks like Jam's obviously going to give it one more shot. He's obviously going to do the best he can. But I think Freeman, he's just got really good straight line speed, and his exit speed is so good. Jam is going to have to get really close to try and to make some sort of move on the straight. It looks like it could be out of the question for the AlphaTauri boys. I think they're going to settle for 3rd and 4th. Midzi obviously has a 3-second penalty. He needs to stay 3 seconds ahead of Hamjam to keep P4.
Look at how Policious.
Yeah, right in the back of Race Roller.
Yeah, as we go now, ladies and gentlemen, this is the 20. Now, this is the final lap of the Grand Prix. The final lap is on, and now Jamham is gonna throw everything that he possibly can. You see the tire condition, ladies and gentlemen. Only 1 lap into we see who's gonna be winning the Grand Prix. Freeman leads. Jamham is in 2nd. There's a battle going on here between those two for P3. Everything is gonna be thrown into the next straight, into the next 2 corners now. As we see here, it looks like Freeman's got a very good advantage indeed, and it looks like Jamham is not gonna be close enough to go for that move, or the AlphaTauri is gonna fight between themselves. Hopulations is already on the back of Roller there in P6, and he looks like Freeman just managed to stay ahead of Jamham at the end of the straight. It looks like we're gonna see a move here between a Roller and Jamham fighting for a position. It looks like Collision is gonna be locking up his tires. And we see here, let's just go on board now. It is now Freeman on the inside. Can we see Jamham trying to go around the outside, side by side in the last lap? Who's gonna win the race? They're fighting for a position. They're giving everything they possibly can. Freeman's gonna be 1st place, but down the inside it's gonna be Jamham trying to take the position away from him. He's not gonna be able to. Freeman is gonna maintain 1st place, but into the next corner. Can we see a move? We see now only 1 corner to go. Who's gonna do it? Down the inside goes the Williams. He's not gonna be able to do it, and it looks like Freeman, as he sees the checker flag, he's the Grand Prix winner. He takes victory here in France. Jamham in 2nd place. Mitzi's gonna close up the podium positions, and P4 is a teammate of Mitzi. Oh my God!
Wow, that really kicked off right at the end. You had to be there to really sort of. He had to wait right to the end. Ghost Colt's binned it in the wall just as he's crossed the line. Oh my word!
Wow, what a Grand Prix we've had.
I was not ready for that. I was not ready for that at all. The speed there. I thought Jamham had that. I think he actually locked up, and he could have maybe thrown up the inside. And he lost so much time to throw it up the inside in the final corner. He thought about it. And he tried. It was just too far back. And credit to Freeman. An epic win. Driver of the day votes, boys. Get them in the chat. I think it's between Freeman and Hoop. I think they're the 2 main contenders. So. Chuck it in there who you think is the driver of the day. We've got some sort of glitch. It says that Southerner is still racing. He's a lap down, but he definitely isn't. He's finished his race, so we're not too sure what's going on there. He is still in control of his car, though. He is still in control of his car when they're doing the parade lap. But I will bring the top 3 into the party. We'll give them a cheeky little interview, see what they're saying after that performance. How exciting that was.
That was exciting. That was indeed. Freeman wins. Jamham increases his championship standings. And well, what can I say? Crispy in P3. What a result for the AlphaTauri team. And as we wait for Hopelicious to, I believe that's Southerner, to finish his lap. I have no choice but to do this. Here we go. As we wait for the driver interviews, congratulations to ABR Freeman, the American driver, taking victory here in France. And what a performance that was. Simply amazing, mate. Simply amazing. Jamham finishes second. Crispy is going to finish in third. Mitzi in fourth. In P5, Ham Jam in the Renault team. In P6 is going to be Race Roller in P6. In P7, Hoopalicious in a fantastic recovery drive. In P8 is going to be Zydrad. And in P9, Merckx. Closing the top 10. The points position drivers, we're going to have Nikki being the last driver to finish. And ladies and gentlemen, what a Grand Prix we've had. Just like in Britain 2020, we've had action. All the action that you can ask for in the later stages of the Grand Prix. And as my dad starts to play his trumpet, I do believe that I'm not going to be able to hear the USA anthem. So into the podium interviews. Do we have everyone here?
We do, yeah. Everyone has joined us. There's no box to tick this week, so don't even worry about that, boys.
Yeah, and you know what's amazing? The fact that the drivers are still going around the track, so I can have the interviews as if I was talking to the drivers when they are still driving. But anyways, did you want to do?
Yeah. I'll start with Crispy. Yeah. We'll start with Crispy in P3. Crispy, mate. Well, I bet you're going to be happy with P3. I guess coming into the weekend, I mean, you were in the lead of the race, weren't you? And you had a brilliant start to go around the outside of Freeman into turn 1. Are you thinking a little bit a case of what if? I know Jan did you with the overcut, but are you happy with P3?
I'm definitely happy with P3, to be honest. I think starting with quali, I think that was I was a little bit lucky in a way, I think, to get P2. So yeah, that was that. I had a good start off the line. Got obviously Freeman going to turn 1, led it for a while, but obviously we know what France is like. We know it's just going to be a DRS train for practically most of the race. That was what it was. Just Freeman with the DRS then overtook me, and then he just pretty much maintained his pace for the whole race, really. It's hard to get past him, and then so like you said, Jam obviously got the overcut on me in the pits as well, so fair play to him for that, can't really complain. And then, it was just pretty much everyone at the front just maintaining very similar pace until the end, really, and it was hard to get past. To say I was losing a little bit of pace towards the end as well. Me and Mitty maybe were considering. I was maybe considering going in front of Mitty towards the end there, but I don't think I quite had the pace that Freeman and Jam did stay. But nonetheless, I'm still very happy with P3 and another podium.
Yeah, I was going to say, mate, you've come on leaps and bounds this season. It's great to see, and I think 15 points is something to be really proud of. So congratulations on your drive, mate.
Thank you very much.
Jam. You kept us going right until the final corner, and I think some of us actually forgot to breathe, mate, on the second half of that last lap. Run us through how you're feeling. The overcut, I must say, was a bit of a masterstroke. You don't really see a huge amount of people pull off the overcut in this game, so credit to you for that, to sort of put yourself in the position. But what are you feeling about? How are you feeling after that last lap? Was it a bit of a missed opportunity?
No, I'd be lying if I said I didn't give it absolutely everything. I don't know. I feel like it was and it wasn't. Like, I think if I'd got better exit onto the DRS straight, then maybe I might have got the move done. But no, I'm more than happy with P2 around here, because these were the sorts of tracks like France, Bahrain, China last season where I was sort of bottom end of the points, if points at all. So yeah, P2 round, probably one of my worst tracks. I'm more than happy with that, and yeah, pushing Freeman right to the end, who's been pretty unstoppable around here whenever I've driven with him. Yeah, I'm really happy with that. How
are you feeling about where you currently are in the championship then? Obviously, Hoopalicious didn't have the best of weekend. He managed to have a pretty good recovery drive, but in terms of points, it wouldn't really be what he was looking for. Midty and P4 with decent points, but obviously yourself with 18 points this weekend. Are you happy with that then moving forward? Are you pretty confident with where you are right now moving forward the rest of the season?
I'm definitely happy with that. I think if I maybe hadn't have been leading the championship, I might have tried to stick it up for evens inside a bit more. But yeah, I'd be lying if I said that wasn't in the back of my mind a little bit. But no, I think I'm probably driving right now the best I've ever driven. So yeah, just happy with more points, another podium, and yeah, just hopefully keep up this consistency.
Good man, it's good to see. It's reminded me a bit of the season 4 Jam Ham. It's good to see, mate. So well done, great drive.
Thank you. Cheers, mate.
Freeman, are you there?
Yep. Yep.
Hello, mate. How you doing?
Oh, I'm just standing. How about you?
How are you? How are you feeling after that, mate? I think you had an absolutely brilliant drive. I mean, the entire weekend was just so solid, and I think the qualifying was probably not quite as representative as it might be. Um, Obviously because of the weather conditions. But a gap of half a second was just mammoth in qualifying. Did you expect it to be that big? Where did that sort of lap come from?
Yeah, I was just trying to wait until the last moment possible to get out there because I knew the track wasn't quite where I wanted it to be. I think I crossed the line with like 4 seconds left, so obviously a little bit tight there, but just managed. Yeah, I had a pretty good lap. I mean, here and there I could have gained a little bit more time, but I really could have asked much more. I wasn't expecting that big of a gap, to be honest. I was expecting like a 5, but not a 2 at all, really.
Fair enough. There, it was a brilliant lap. I mean, it must have taken quite a lot within you as well to sort of pick up and really put the disappointment of being overtaken by Crispy at the start behind you, really. And once you got past him, didn't really. I mean, apart from the second half of the last lap, he didn't really look like losing it.
Yeah, I mean, the start I got a lot of wheels, and I think I was crushed into the wall, so that was not ideal, but yeah, just stayed behind Crispy for a couple laps for a move and just pretty much held it. I was a little bit worried about traffic by the undercut, but decided to extend it a little bit. That worked out, but yeah, that last lap was pretty good, to be honest. Well done to Jam. That was probably one of the best races that I've had this season so far.
Fair enough, mate. That's good to see. You're so obviously 25 more points now puts you on 108 points. So you've broken the 100-point mark now. What are you looking at now for the rest of the season? You putting a few results together, and you're going to try and challenge Jam and the others for that championship?
I'm just looking for consistency, really. I think the first couple races was really great, but over the last 3 or 4, it's been really solid. So just as long as I keep up the good points and not make too many mistakes, I think I could be in a pretty good position. Not sure about a title challenge, but maybe P3 would be a good recovery.
Okay, man. Well, congratulations on an epic qualifying session and an epic race. So well done to you, mate. Well done.
Appreciate it.
Over to you, Matt.
Yeah. I just I just turned my mic off because of the trumpet in the background. Having trouble to turn it back on. But anyways, now we have 20 viewers at the end of the stream. I gotta thank everyone for tuning in here. Thank you very much, mate. Because yeah. I forgot your name. Anyways, thank you very much for being alongside myself today. It's been a thoroughly enjoyable Grand Prix. Thanks to the viewers and ladies and gentlemen in the Grand Prix that we had ABR Freeman winning for the 3rd time this season and for the 2nd time in a row, back-to-back wins. How crazy is that? Jam Ham, who finishes in 2nd place, his 4th second place of the season. You might think he's a Valtteri Bottas, but in the championship, he's a Lewis Hamilton. He extends his lead in the championship standings. And well, what a fantastic drive by Hoopalicious. We've had everything happening. I believe it was Crispy on was it Crispy or Mitzi on a podium?
Crispy.
Oh, Crispy, yeah. Yeah, anyways, he finishes on the podium, and thanks everyone for being here. Anyways, if you think the French Grand Prix was an exciting one, just wait for next week. We're going to go all the way to Austria, and we're going to go to see the Austrian Grand Prix. I don't know if I'm going to be commentating that one. But anyways, I end the stream here with thank you very much, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.
Thanks a lot.